Wow, what do you know? It's time for the Pocket Knife Show. Hey, it's Mike on the mic again for another episode of the Pocket Knife Podcast. I wonder if she knows she's ugly. That ungodly thought popped into my head a couple of years ago as I was departing the local grocery store. The woman I thought it about met me at the automatic doors. Thankfully for me, and for her, the thought remained unspoken. We both continued along our intended paths, and I've never seen her again. But I have thought of her and my snap judgment often. Part of the reason this memory has such staying power is because the next words which entered my innermost being were Jesus's. Do not judge, or you too will be judged. I was stricken with grief. I had judged a woman made in God's image as unworthy of a gracious look, a caring word, kindness. My mind had gone to her outward appearance and assessed her face as unfit to show in the light of day. All this happened in a split second, mind you. Judgment, conviction, horror, repentance. I cried out to God for help, and He rescued me. Such ugly thoughts have rarely come to mind since that day. When they come unbidden, they are unwelcome and rejected. I realized Jesus' original prohibition of judgment had to do with condemning the sin in others while letting your own slide. You remember His excellent word picture, don't you? Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? He asked. How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when all the time there's a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Specks of sawdust and planks. They're far different. One is tiny, like the sins of a sister should appear to me. The other is huge, like my own wrongdoing is in God's sight. Jesus' point? Only when you realize the horrific nature of your own sinfulness are you fit to help others with their failures. Back to the words Jesus spoke into my heart in the moment outside Dylan's. Do not judge. Those 3 words were enough to set me straight. I have no right to make any kind of judgment. After Saul went off the deep end and God had rejected him as king, Samuel was sent to anoint a new ruler for Israel. When the prophet saw the first of Jesse's sons, he was sure Eliab was the guy. But Eliab wasn't the guy. Listen to what God spoke into Samuel's spirit. Do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. I cannot see into a person's heart. I look at the guy riding past me on a bike and know nothing of his interior life. I glance at the woman letting her dog out to do his business early in the morning, and I see only what she's wearing, what she's doing. I don't see her soul. How dare I judge anyone? I know nothing. You? Oh no, it's sad, I know we've come to the end of the show. See you next time.